Good morning, students, and welcome to your online class. So today in this emerging trend chapter, we are going to discuss about cloud computing and its services. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is actually an internet-based computing where the different software, resources, and information are provided to the computers and other devices whenever they demand. Or you can say that the cloud represents the internet. Whatever we demand on internet, it is saved there and it is provided whenever it is required. So that is cloud computing. Now let us look into some of the characteristics of cloud computing. Cloud computing has basically 5 essential characteristics. The first one is on-demand self-service, which means that user on cloud computing, they are able to manage and monitor their data or resources without anyone's administration, without anyone's interaction or interference. They are able to manage their own data on the cloud computing because the data is kept on the internet, on network. The second one is broad network access, which means that the services are delivered over the network and heterogeneous devices. On different devices, services are provided. So it is a broad network accessing in cloud computing. It is not confined to a small area or a small network. It has a broad network access. The third one is the rapid elasticity, which means that the internet resources, the information technology resources are able to scale out that quickly, that where the data is kept or from where the data is being provided. So whatever is there on the internet, it can be easily scaled out from the place whenever it is required. Fourth one is the resource pooling. It is the feature of cloud computing in which the IT resources, the information technology resources are shared across multiple applications. It means if you are searching something on the internet or you are saving something on the internet, whatever data you are gathering, it is kept over, you can say, multiple applications are responsible for providing you the different kind of data or sharing the different kind of data in a particularly defined manner or in a non-dedicated manner. So the pulling, the resource pulling, the data from where it is coming, the source from where the data is being provided to the user was surfing on internet, can be from a different application. The last one is the measured service. It means that the information technology resource utilization can also be tracked for each application and typically for public cloud billing or private cloud chargeback, which means that even if you are using a public cloud or private cloud, the data which is being shared or you can say uploaded or downloaded from cloud computing, either it is from a private browser or from a public browser, that can be easily tracked and measured. So this is one of the characteristics of cloud computing, that whatever you are doing on internet can be easily tracked. The resources can be different from multiple applications. People can IT resources are able to scale out that how rapidly the data is being provided to you as per your requirement. The broad network access is there, and whenever you demand, data is provided to you. So all these are the characteristics of cloud computing. Few examples of cloud computing can be Google Drive, iCloud, Microsoft Azure, or OneDrive. Many more are there. The most prominent one and the most famous one is iCloud and Google Drive. Now let us look into some common type of cloud services, which are, so the first common type of cloud service is software as a service, SaaS, which means that in this kind of service, the on-demand service or a particular complete application is provided to the user, wherein user has to just work on it. The client just has to work on it. They don't have to worry that how that application is going to run and how that application is going to work for them. You can take an example of working on the office applications online, or sending an email online, or sending bulk email using a particular software. For example, in school, whenever there is a holiday, a bulk SMS is sent to all the students of the school. So it means if we are using such kind of software online, we don't have to worry about that how they are working. We as a client, as a user, just need to work on a software. So this is called as software as a service. Example can be Google App, Microsoft Office 365, Zoho CRM, and many more. The second one is a platform as a service. This kind of service, which is PaaS, means that it provides a development environment which can be offered as a service to the user. Platform itself means the operating system on which particular software executes. So PaaS provides the computing platform, which means that it includes operating system or programming language or database or web server where the data is being stored, and further it is provided as a service to the user. You can take an example of the operating system such as LAMP platform, Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, in which operating system are provided as a platform wherein the software is built, and through that software the data is saved on the web server, and from web server people access those data whenever it is required. So that is what we call as platform as a service, PaaS. Moving forward, the third cloud service is infrastructure as a service, IaaS. It means that it provides the basic storage and computing capabilities for the services which are over the network. So the services which are provided with the help of the software, for those software the storage is being provided by the infrastructure as a service, which you can understand like this, that it provides the computing infrastructure, the physical storage for the server or other resources like virtual machine or library or file based storage, firewalls or local area network, IP addresses. So all these things will be stored with the service which is provided as an infrastructure as a service. It means the basic infrastructure is provided with the help of this services, which is one of the part of cloud services, wherein the software, the physical storage of the machine like server is being done. Examples can be taken like Amazon EC2 or Windows Azure, Google App Engine, and many more are there. Now let us discuss about the different type of clouds that you can use to complete your requirement or to fulfill your requirement. The first one is private cloud and the second one is public cloud. So what is private cloud? Private cloud is basically, you can say, the cloud where the services are maintained on a private network and hardware and software are also dedicated to one organization on that particular network. Basically it is managed by government agencies and you can say financial institution, where the data are stored on the company's intranet. It means the what is intranet? Intranet where the computers are connected to a particular you can say the particular server. Different client computers are connected to a particular server, but they are connected offline, where the data is also hosted and all the data are protected behind a firewall. So it is not it is privately deputed or deployed on a particular network of a particular organization, right? Whereas public cloud is common cloud services which is made available to everyone, like we do on Google Drive. We save our data on Google Drive or Microsoft Azure or Amazon Cloud Drive, iCloud. These are the examples of public cloud where the data is provided to everyone, the services are made available, and the resources from where the data are being provided, that is also operated by any third party. For example, in Google Drive the data is being managed and operated by Google, so then it is delivered over the internet, so that is publicly available to everyone. However, in private cloud it is hosted on a network of a particular organization on intranet. All right. And the combination of both the public and private clouds are called as hybrid cloud, and the cloud used by the group of related organizations is called as a community cloud. If more than two organizations are related and providing the cloud services, that will be called as community cloud. And where the particular, suppose organization, for example a Google Drive, if they are working as hosting the data over the intranet and internet both, so that will be called as hybrid cloud. So I hope you have understood these cloud services and the services provided by cloud. So let us now look into one more important term, which is grid computing. What is grid computing? Grid computing is actually, you can say, a processor architecture where different computer resources are coming from a different domains, but they are having the criteria of attaining the same objective, wherein the different computers on the network does the same task but they are together doing the task, you can say that they are functioning as a supercomputer. The particular server will be called as a grid server, and the other computers which are connected to that server will be called as grid clients, and they will be working together, performing the task together to attain a particular objective. The objective can be the request of the client, which need to be fulfilled by the grid server. Alright, what can be the example of grid computing? A grid chain, a JBoss cache or JPPF, these are the example of grid computing wherein the particular, suppose a organization or a corporation has allocated the different set of computers and connected together to perform a particular task at a single point of time. So, when all the computers are connected together and jointly performing a particular task on the multiple server onto a single application, so the data accessing and the transfer of data, accessing of data became fast. Why? Because the data will be stored on a multiple server, right? With a single application, it is saved on the different server, so accessing of data become fast. This is one of the advantage of grid computing, where the grid of computers, different computers which are called as grid clients, are connected together, performing a single task, attaining a single objective with the help of a grid server. So that's all for today, students. Go through these topics very clearly. Watch the video properly. If you have any problem in understanding any of the topic like cloud services, private cloud or public cloud or grid computing, so do text me. I'll explain it once again. Till then, stay happy, stay safe. Thank you so much.